what do you think needs to change in racing in the workplace? What are the things that we should stop doing or start doing?
Probably more testing on things would be the way to go. For getting rid of the drugs and alcohol, if they tested at most meetings, that would help a lot. Obviously, they can't be either drunk or have drugs in their system if they're getting tested and going out on the racetracks and risking other people's lives and their own.
The other thing you said about was interesting was about the prize money.
So what was that question again?
What are the things that we should start doing?
Start doing. Yeah, well, they've just got to work on the stake money and get that up. I think that would sort out a lot of the issues in the industry. More money would mean more to the stable hands and every other offcut of that. The costs of everything else have gone up, but the stakes haven't. So, that would be a huge relief to everyone if they could get them up. Whether that means they need to work harder on sponsorship and stuff like that, and maybe whether they got to look at cost cutting at the top end too, like get rid of some staff if they're not doing their job, because at the end it's costing so many people a living.
Nice. And what would you say to someone who thought the industry was fine?
They're not having a good look around. There's a lot of little issues in the game that need to be sorted out for it to go ahead, and keep getting better and a better place for people to work in. So hopefully, people can sort that out in the coming years.
What are the new standards we need to set? I think you said before, around standards around drugs and alcohol testing.
Now I've got back to the questions I was answering. Anyway, they need to up probably the testing. I'm unsure the costs of what it costs to do the testing at each meeting, whether that's been the reason that they haven't sort of bumped it forward and done a lot more of it, because that would be a good thing moving forward. If they could do more of that, I'm sure that would clean the game up a little bit. And people can't be on it and obviously participate, so it would stamp it down to the other generations to that it won't be happening.
So if I could say that in a sentence, what would you say?
In a sentence?
We need more tests.
We need more testing on race day to stop that. We need more testing on race day to stop that.
We need more testing to make sure we can stop the drug use and create a zero. Something like that. Just the whole thing behind it.
We need more testing so that we can stop the drugs and alcohol use at our race meetings. If they test more, then that'll get cleaned up.
Right. When do you feel like we'll be making good progress in the industry?
When that gets stamped right out. Unfortunately, you can, without looking around too far, you can see it in the works. So hopefully, if this sort of stuff can help clean that up, and if so, that'd be great.
And how will you see that progress? What will you see?
Probably just more people getting into the game, because it'll be a better look. At the moment, the game's had an average look for certain reasons. So, if they can get rid of the drugs and stuff like that, it'll be, people reading the news and all that, and just going to the races and seeing people will think, great, I'd love to be a part of this, and I'd be happy for my children to be a part of it.
We talked about wanting to help, and you're an industry that's passionate, and you're people that know the business inside and out that are in it every single day. What would you say to the guys at the top?
That they probably need to be listening and talking to a lot more of the industry participants. At the end of the day, the people working in it are having the issues, so they know the issues firsthand. So if they talk to a lot of them and listen to a lot of them, they're going to find out what really is annoying people and where their attention needs to be.
Maybe if you say to them, just say management or the people at the top need to see, and we're willing to help.
Yeah. Management and stuff like that, people at the top of the game need to come to the industry participants, and who will only be more than happy to help, and ask them what issues they're having with the game, and how can we help sort them out.
I mean, volunteering is part of the industry. industry, right?
Yeah. A massive part of the industry is voluntary work. People give away, their life, but that's because they love the game and want to see it go ahead, so they're happy to help.
Lovely. I've just got, that's your ones. I'll just see if there's anything else here around the. This is just topic 2, how all of us can make a difference. If you looked at small things, what would be the everyday things that could make a change in the racing industry?
Just if there was more money, because then people can pay people better. I'm sure employers want their staff to be, happy and have good lives and make a nice living. So I'm sure they, would be happy to pay more, but that's probably a wee issue at the moment where they're not making enough themselves to be able to pay more staff and pay them better. So, that's probably a wee issue at the moment, just a lack of funds to be able to look after everyone a bit better.
So, as a broader thing, when do you think people start making a difference?
When do people start making a difference? What are we thinking there? By helping people? Is that what you're trying to get at, or?
Where do you think people start making a difference?
I think people start making a difference when they just start setting the right standards, so that the young people coming through see the way it should be and act according.
Perfect. This is probably one of my favourite ones, is though that when will we know that we've helped to make a difference?
I imagine that, just seeing a person, if they've come and asked you for some advice and then them go on to do well, then you're going to get a personal satisfaction out of that and know that you've helped that person. Our man.
We are on a working racetrack.
Yeah.
Beautiful ones. And
No, another one.
how many times will they actually go around the track?
I'd say once more, I guess.
I'll just quickly get this one and I'll finish on at that.
Yeah.
And
What was that question again?
that was like, when will we know we've helped making racing better? Start asking for
Yeah.
help.
Yeah, when someone asks for help and then you help them out and see that person go on to do well, I think that the person given that help or the advice will get great comfort out of that person going on and doing well.
Perfect. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, but that sort of happens a wee bit, I think, with horsemen and jockeys obviously a wee bit now already, that if you see people that, like I said before about doing dangerous things or stuff like that, you give them that wise up and they go on to do well or change what you told them not to do, you straight away see that person as a person going ahead that they can listen and learn.